Hello, it's Whiskey Wednesday. We're going a little batty tonight. This was a 47-cent thrift store find. It was normally $5 from TJ Maxx. I don't remember what was on here, but it's now got a couple of bats. Tree. It's a trio of bats. It's a bat trio. Is anybody else going a little batty this week? So there is my inspiration. I heard today that Labor Day is officially over, so fall can start. Now know that I like that. Like, I love summer, so I don't want fall to start. But it is after Labor Day, so no more wearing white pants. That's what they say anyway. You don't wear white pants. So I wanted to paint some bats because I thought they were kind of fun when we did them on that thrifted painting, and I put some bats in the distance. So I wanted to paint some bats that are the focus because it's spooky season pretty soon, right? And I have a fall release coming up. So I might want to put some bats in my fall release. So here is what I did pretty quickly when I got home from work because this hit me on the way home. I didn't know what I was painting. When I heard it was officially fall after Labor Day, I'm like, okay, that's it. We're gonna stick with the fall theme, but you're probably done with pumpkins, you're done with sunflowers, so let's go spooky and let's do bats.
Lori Henderson, happy DIY night.
Hey, Lori, DIY, right back at you. So for those that are new, anytime I say those 3 letters, we all take a drink of whatever we're drinking. Water, coffee, whiskey, whatever it is, beer. So anyway, I just did this quick tonight when I got home. I didn't seal it, so we can seal it quick. And then I also didn't paint these edges, which I should probably do that. Let's paint those edges quick. So I used DIY's Prairie Gray. And I painted the background. So that's what I want to stick with for painting the sides. So the sides are a gray color and the Prairie Gray is a grayish brown, which is really pretty. I really like Prairie Gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the sides. If you don't want your paint to go over the edge, I'll show you this in a minute. This is a trick. No treats, just tricks. So there's Prairie Gray, there's the gray that it is. So kind of like a brownish gray. So if you have sides to paint or an edge to paint and you don't want your paint to come over the top, if you put some paint on your brush and go up, I can't see what I'm doing, and go up like this, your brush is never gonna hit the top of your board. It's gonna go right by that edge, so there's gonna be nothing on the top. And then just finish the bottom. If you go like this, you're gonna get it on the top. So I'll show you that again. This is your tip. Your treat, not your trick. So put some paint on your brush have your board like this, and then paint up.
Charlie Miller, happy DIY to Mr. Wilson too.
Oh, hi Charlie.
Hi Charlie.
Wilson likes those types of DIYs. So you're gonna paint up like that, and then you will get nothing on the front. And then I'm just gonna paint down, and then to make sure my brush strokes are good, I'm gonna go across. So one more. Charlie, I will drink my DIY in a minute here. Wilson's already had his, but I'm sure he'll be waiting for me too. We're gonna paint some bats tonight. And the reason we're painting bats is because today on my way home, I heard that once Labor Day is over, it's the end of summer and it's time for fall. So that looks much nicer than that gray. Isn't that cool? And I thought the prairie gray would be better than the black. So I might sand those edges and then give it a clear wax and a dark wax. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna put this prairie gray brush in a wet wipe. So, oh, Charlie's DIY. DIY, Charlie.
Bobby, DIY, Connie and Wilson.
There's Bobby.
Bobby,
There's
DIY.
our Bobby girl.
Bobby, back at ya, DIY.
DIY, Bobby. Okay, so to save some time, because Wilson and I got some work to do, so we have to get on here. We got some packaging to do. Remember last night we didn't completely finish our packaging?
No, she tells me so I can't yell.
All right, so we need to save some time because Wilson and I have a little bit of work to do. And I needed to paint those bats before I went live, so I didn't get our work done before we went live. So we're gonna make this quick. So here is my bats all drawn out. So I'll put you down and then I'll show you how to draw a bat, okay?
Bobby, I'm DIYing with you.
Hey Bobby, that sounds like a great Wednesday. Whoops, let's actually flip you upside down. Oh man, it's been a Monday all week and we barely had a Monday this week. Okay, let me show you how to draw a bat in my little sketchbook here. I always show you how to draw things in this sketchbook. That was my 12 Days of Christmas last year. Remember, Bobby? I need a black marker. Oh, there it is. Okay, so how I do my bats is, let me show you one right there. So I go with the head and I just make a round circle and then two pointy ears on each side. And then this one kind of goes up and then over like this and down like this. And then I just get a little creative and try and figure out where I want this guy to go. And about completely down here is when I'll get his tail and his feet all lined up there. So then I'll go in this angle again. So go up like that. It kind of flattens off, goes there, makes that flap. And then I'm going to make this scoop. And then another scoop and another scoop. And then bats have like bones that connect their wings. So these bones are going to like go like this. And then they kind of stick out right there. They can stick out down here too if you want. Depends on how creepy you want them to look.
Patricia says happy DIY, Connie and Wilson.
Hey Patricia, thank you.
Happy DIY.
This one should probably have another like peak here, so, cause he wouldn't have much flapper right here if he didn't have a bone connecting that. So same with this guy. So there's the bat, and then they just have a couple little beady eyes. If you want to screenshot that. Okay, that's how I drew my bats. Now we're going to go in with, I'm not sure, let's try using prairie gray and some white.
Andy says hello.
Hey Andy.
Patricia, and she does it with a marker.
Yep, she does, so you guys can see. I did it with a charcoal pencil on here. Okay.
Carol says hello.
Hello, Carol. And then I'm gonna add some white to this prairie gray. I'm gonna add it to the side and then just kind of mix it. So I am being a good DIY girl tonight. Whoops. And getting it all over my hand.
Judy, DIY, Connie and Wilson.
Hey, Judy's on.
Judy, DIY back at ya.
DIY, DIY, DIY. So, the bat, like I don't want him all black. So I have to put a little bit of character in him. We must have a bird in our furnace because all of a sudden we got something squeaking over there. That is the creepiest thing ever. We got something squeaking in our furnace and I'm painting a bat. Wilson, don't even tell me that's a bat.
Well, I don't know how it got in there, if it did.
I don't know how anything got in there. Okay, creeped. I don't want them all black, so I'm gonna go in with prairie gray. And I'm just going to fill in this wing with some prairie gray. I am using an angled brush. I'll tell you what size it is in a minute. It is a 1/2 inch. And then I have to turn my bat around so I get his wings nice and peaky because I'm using that angle of the brush to make them peaky. Is that an artistic word, peaky? And I'm only gonna do one wing at a time. Actually, this is probably his wing as well. And then we get into his body right there. So with that, I'm gonna go with some, this is beadboard, and I'm gonna lighten his wing up. With the beadboard. So I didn't mix my colors together. I'm blending them more while I'm painting, which gives you more of an artistic look. And there we have one side done. So a brownish bat because I don't want them all black. Because that would be more of a silhouette-y bat. And you guys might not realize this, but we might be like painting one of my fall release rice papers. You didn't hear me say that, right? So you just let me know what you think. You think this should be in the fall release collection? Because it's gonna come out soon. I am almost done with it. I actually only had one holiday one to do yet. But then tonight I'm like, oh, I never made a bat. I need to make a bat. So why not make a bat with you guys? You're not going to be surprised, but hey, it's fun. It's sometimes fun to have the inside scoop. Okay, a little bit of the white just to lighten that wing up. This guy, I can't keep him all straight all the time. I have to keep turning him because of all of his points. So all you have to do is turn your paper if you have a lot of points. Okay, there he is, kind of all sketched out for right now.
How many points does a bat usually have?
I don't know. I didn't really research a bat. So I have no idea how many points they're supposed to have. Kind of like a spider is supposed to have 8 legs. I don't know how many a bat is supposed to have.
Luna wants to know if the fall release include Christmas.
Yes, 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 yes. All right, going in with black. So now we're doing those peaky little horns. He's got some big horns. I must have had, like, I really want him to be the
horns, their ears.
Or ears. Thank you, Wilson. I must have wanted him to really be the center focus here.
I know it's fall. You must be thinking hunting season.
I must be. Okay, his little body.
Luna says, thank you, can't wait.
Excellent. It's really good, Luna. It's really good. I was painting the other night. What was that, Saturday night, Wilson? Sunday night, I was painting. And we were sitting here, Wilson was watching TV. Yellowstone was on, the Yellowstone Marathon. And so we were watching TV and I'm painting trees. And he said, oh my gosh, he goes, your brush is going 100 miles an hour and a tree's coming out of it. I'm like, oh no, I needed a tree. He's like, you are just amazing. Brush is going 100 miles an hour and a tree comes out. Okay, I'm adding Prairie Gray, kind of blending it into the black, blending his wings in. We're gonna keep going with that. A little bit more Prairie Gray to blend that edge. And then in with the white. To blend those edges in. And my brush has got all kinds of colors in it. Well, 3 colors. Because that's all I'm using tonight, is 3 colors. Bats are not very colorful. Okay, see how that all blends in? Now I'm gonna go with a little bit of black and blend that. So that side is done. This side don't look real bad either, but this side looks better. So now we're gonna fix this one. So we're gonna go in with some Prairie Gray and blend that darkness together. And then we're gonna go in with, I believe this is beadboard, and blend that together. And you have to decide where your sun is gonna hit your bat. So right now I kind of like peaked it right here. I suppose I could hit a little bit of yellow in there so that it really looks like the moonlight or something is hitting him. That might be kind of fun. So does it look like that sun? DIY, guys. I've been keeping you too dry too long.
Bobby DIY Judith.
So now this side over here, if the sun was hitting it here, it'd be a little bit of a highlight right here. I need a bit of water. What did I do with my water cup, Wilson? Did I leave them over there? Can you check?
Where?
In my sink. I need a little water on my brush. And I think I left my water cup in the sink. I did. The skinny one. The skinny one.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna add a little bit of Queen Bee in there. I might want to darken up that Queen Bee. So to darken up yellow, I'm supposed to add purple, but we're gonna add blue. Thank you, Wilson. So we're gonna mute this color down a little bit. And then add a bit of, we'll add pink because I got that right in my reach.
Sheila says hi, Connie and Wilson.
Hey, Sheila. Oh. We muted it down to a grayish color. I think we need to, which is okay, but I want it to be more yellow. So let's add more yellow. I just didn't want it to be quite so bright. And if you want to mute down your color, you just go with whatever opposite the color wheel. And I know purple is opposite the yellow on the color wheel. Okay. That's a bit of better. Not quite so bright. So let me put this away so I don't knock it over, and this one so it doesn't dry out, because I only need a little bit of that yellow. So I'm gonna use a little bit of yellow, and we're...
Patricia, did you say you have a heater on?
No, it's just... Patricia, the heater is over there. We don't have it on. Not today. We did have the furnace running in the house the other day. That we did do. Okay, I'm gonna take and get a little bit. I gotta wash my brush out, because otherwise I'm gonna have too much. I'm gonna take a little bit of this yellow, and I want, just like the sun, the moonlight is hitting him, so I'm gonna put some yellow on him, right where that white is, just to give him a little fun color. And it's Halloween, so who doesn't like yellow and orange on Halloween? I suppose I could have went with orange, and the orange is yellow. So we're just touching those edges where I put that white. There. Now it kind of looks like the moonlight is touching him. And then we gotta go in and we should have finished our white first. I said this was gonna be quick. I lied. Okay, so if the sun was hitting it, he'd probably hit it over here.
Sun?
I'm sorry, the moon.
I don't think you're out in the sunlight.
No, the moon. The moonlight. I keep saying the sun, but I mean the moon.
There was one in our bedroom once flying around.
Yeah, we had a bat in our bedroom.
That's a weird feeling.
That was not fun. Okay, now we're gonna tip that with the yellow again. So there's white there. Now we're gonna tip it with yellow. And all I'm doing is just touching that yellow on wherever the white is and blending it into the back. And then I think it would probably like hit up here too, just a little bit. So that I just kind of made up. We're gonna go with that. All right, he's done. Oh, he's not done. I wanted to go in with a little on the black. So let's get a little black edging for him and just kind of blend this in.
Thank you, Patricia. DIY Wilson. Almost time to make one. And Patricia says I like them.
Good. Is he kind of spooky? All right. We have to blend that yellow in up here with the black, so it just kind of touches. All right, there. Now that's dramatic. Look at that side and look at that side. That's dramatic. So let's try this again. Excellent. Oh, I love him. Okay, I think he's all done, except for his Connie lines. We need to blend this a little bit more, so I'm just going in with water. Wilson, will you bring me another paper toweling, please? Okay, now I need to switch my brush because I'm wanting to paint bats DIY. Excellent, Bobby. I almost drank my paint water. I hope that's what I do for you guys. I hope that I inspire you to paint something that you wouldn't ever think of painting. So he's a bit on the smaller side. So we're gonna paint him with not so big of a brush. I don't know if I have that small of an angled brush. We might need to improvise.
Sheila says he's very cool.
Excellent, Sheila. And he goes so fast. We're gonna have to improvise because I don't have a brush that.
DIY Bobby.
Did she hear you mixing a drink?
She said I'm dying.
Oh. Oh.
And then we got a DIY.
All right. Okay, we're going in with this Prairie Gray again.
I'll get better at saying DIY. When she's too busy, I'll DIY.
Yeah, Wilson will keep you hydrated. He's good at that. That's his job, right? Oh, am I out of the screen? No. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think
So
so.
I have just a round brush because he's pretty small.
But I can't do too many DIYs. I still got work tonight.
Yeah, he's got work to do tonight. I didn't want...
He's taking a drink on the job.
I wanted this guy to be the star of the show up here, and I didn't want these guys to steal it. So...
Bobby says, I hear the mixing of the DIY drinks.
Just Wilson's. The painter only is allowed one usually. Okay, just the wing is going to be Prairie Gray, and then over here on this side, we're gonna do this other wing in Prairie Gray. If you want, you don't have to, I had to add some water. So I just wet my brush, which you can either add water to your paint or wet your brush. Works the same. So if you are painting them in the distance, you can just go ahead and paint them all black. You don't have to get fancy like this, but guys, we are painting a rice paper, and I think you want me to be a little bit more fancy than just painting them black.
Bobby, only one? No way, DIY Wilson. No, I have more than one.
Yeah.
It's the painter.
The painter.
The queen only has one.
Yes, she would not be the queen if she had more than one. Well,
I don't know about that.
She could have more than one, but let's just limit her to one while we're on here.
She can paint pretty good when she's had a few.
All right, we're going in and
DIY Bobby.
that's Sunday night when I was painting trees, and Wilson said, "Oh my gosh, your hand is going 100 miles an hour, and a tree's coming out of it." And I had a few that night, so that's probably why my hand was going 100 miles an hour. All right, his body needs to be black.
Bobby says, what? Stop? Wilson knows best. Her sister asked her once, how can you paint after you have a few drinks? She can paint really well.
Yeah, I don't know. it just comes out of my hand. All right, now I'm gonna add some prairie gray into my brush, and we're gonna blend this body into this wing on both sides. Okay, he already looks good. Except I didn't even give him any white yet. So let's give him some white with a little prairie gray. I'm gonna mix that on my plate this time.
Bobby says Connie paints loosely. Sometimes when she got her hand up high on the brush.
Yep.
Did it cool down in Ohio yet, Bobby?
We had a nice week. We had some good weather this week. It gets cool at night though. Man, oh man, does it get cool. All right, there his wing changed a little color. I'm gonna add some white, and remember how we had a little bit of white on the bottom there before we hit it with yellow? I'm just lightening that up a bit. And going back in with this prairie gray white mixture for this wing over here. That wing might be a kind of a funny position, but you know, these guys are flying, so they don't have to be perfect formed wings. They fly really fast. Don't ask me how I know. All right, going in with the prairie gray. And then a little bit of the little black dress. Getting all those shadows and blending and all that going and working for you. All right, there's bat number 2. We're gonna let him dry while we do bat number 3. I'm gonna go in with prairie gray again, and I put a little bit of water on my brush. And I'm just outlining this guy. He's really tiny. He's in the distance, so he's gonna be a little bit on the lighter side than those guys. Like the front ones should be really black, and then this guy should be more faded. So then we'll go in with little black dress for his body and his head, his little ears.
Kath, hi Connie and Wilson, just after 10 a.m. Thursday here now.
Excellent, Kath. We are painting a bat tonight, Kath. It's spooky season. It's time for spooky season, right? Probably not for them.
Not for them, maybe. We're going into fall, so they're going into,
Spring then, aren't they?
well, I don't know. We went through this once, I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it, so it's hard to remember.
That's 10 a.m. Thursday already.
Yeah. All right, DIY, everyone. He needs a little white because I need to blend him or push him back a little bit.
She said back now, I can see comments. She must have had difficulties. Cat.
Oh, you know what? Last week I brought you closer. And Wilson said I should have done that sooner, so.
Yeah, but now which one are you painting?
This one.
Okay.
I'll try and keep him, whatever I'm painting, in the right spot.
Judy says sweet.
Thank you, Judy.
DIY Judy.
I don't know that bats are ever considered sweet, right? But they
claim they eat a lot of mosquitoes.
all right, we need to push him still back a little bit. My brush holds a ton of water and I don't know why. This isn't my normal brush. Okay. Now we have to go back and make this one pop off the page. Like he's popping off the page and he's not. So we have to fix him and make him pop off the page. So I'm gonna go in with some of that yellow. Hopefully my brush doesn't hold too much water. Nope, not enough water this time. And we're just gonna strike that moonlight on his wings. Okay, now it's gonna come over here and it's gonna tip this side of his wing and this side up here on top. And then we need black. we're adding Connie lines, and that's not what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to darken up the top of his wing. So now I just came in with some water and blended it down. So there. He now is popping off that page. And we gotta go on this side. And go over top of some of that moonlight. And now blend it in with just water. Okay. Aren't they cool? I love them. Okay, this little guy back here probably isn't gonna have any moonlight on him. Maybe a little bit differently. We're gonna add some differently on him. So let's just add it like far into his wing.
Said my lead at work showed me a picture that he did of a ghost challenge, so I had to show him the picture of your ghost challenge.
I have been asked to do to try a busted out canvas, because that's apparently a trend right now. I just can't do it. I don't like that look. It's not me. So, whoops, I'm moving my light.
Carol says very cool.
So I did have a thought of how I could do a busted out canvas without a busted out canvas. Does that sound crazy, Wilson?
No.
Not for me, huh?
No, 42 years. Bobby says, you do you, DIY.
Thanks, Bobby.
DIY, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try my busted out canvas thought without a busted out canvas. I keep hitting my light. Sorry, I'm making all of you sick. All right, I have to blend this in because I don't want that to be the Connie line.
Patricia says, I'm not crazy about the busted canvas either. Guess it'll have to grow on me.
Yeah.
You'll have to show me one. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
You'll have to show me.
I will show you. It's not my style. It's definitely not my style. All right. Now, let's put you back. So that you can see my full page, because we're going to do some Connie lines.
Oh, we're on the roof of the garage.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh.
DIY.
Hope nobody has dreams about bats tonight.
Mm-hmm. Hope a bat doesn't show up in your bedroom, because that's not fun, let me tell you.
They fly really low right across you.
And they make your hair stand
Yeah,
on end.
you feel a breeze and you're like, what? When you're sleeping, it's like, what the hell is that? Then you realize it's a bat.
Yeah. All right. we're gonna go in with Little Black Dress. We're gonna do some Connie lines. Of course, we're gonna do some Connie lines.
Bobby's DIYing again.
She DIYing me? DIY, Bobby. Okay, to do Connie lines, I have to add water to my paint. And then see how I did them here? We kind of did it the same, but not really. I really do like the yellow in there. I like that a lot. So I'm glad that we did that. So I'm gonna go around to this little guy's head. And Connie lines are, if you don't know what Connie lines are, they are my signature. They're just squiggly lines that not many people can do. And it's really just scribbling. So this, like, he has a bone that's sticking out here. And then we're gonna get that bottom part of his wing. And his tail. And this bone part, like, it connects his wings down here so he can fly. So he can spread that.
Bobby said Connie lines are the best thing ever.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay, see how that, you have one side of the wing, and then you have the other side of the wing. I do like that, but this looks fun. This looks very spooky. We have to add some more character to this.
Doesn't he need an eyes and a nose?
Yeah, he doesn't need a nose, but he'll get some eyes.
Kind of a pig nose.
So this is where that bone goes.
Bobby DIY.
Just a minute, Bobby, I'm doing.
She's busy. I'll take it for her. Bobby.
Yeah, there you go, Wilson. You take my DIY for me. Okay, this side, I have to always think about where the bones are going. So the bone is coming to here.
Lisa says, hello, joining late.
Hey, Lisa.
Bobby says, I'll do one with you, Wilson. DIY.
Okay, there's Mr. It reminds me of that cartoon.
Batman?
No, that's not a cartoon. The cartoon where he flips into a vampire and then he goes back and then he flips into a vampire and
Oh, that's Looney Tunes or whatever.
yeah.
What is that one? Yep, I know what you're talking about.
That's what he reminds me of. Okay, we're going on to this one. This is where if your shapes aren't quite right, like this, I can fix it. We're just gonna, it was too rounded right there. And I see that after I paint it. Well, we're just gonna fix it with Connie lines.
Bobby just sent you 50 stars.
Ooh, thanks, Bobby.
Jekyll and Hyde, what was that?
Yeah, it was Jekyll
It
and
was a
Hyde.
cartoon. One minute he was normal, and one minute, yeah. Boy. Some people out there probably don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Lisa does. Transylvania.
Yes. Yeah, that one always cracked me up. Okay, so there's the bone. So he's got not quite so many bones in his wings. Like you can't see them very well. And then this little guy down here. He's almost like when we did the thrifted painting and we made bats in the background. Like that's almost his size down here. I don't know what, it's always 3 points on the bottom, but I don't know what those points are. Like 2 feet? Do his feet like hang?
They hang upside down.
Well, but when he's flying, I think those are his feet, because he's like a flying rat, isn't he? That's what they say. They're like flying rats.
But if they ever touch the ground, they can't fly again.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't even know where to put my signature because it's just kind of a weird painting. So we're going to put it right here. By that guy. Look at them. Aren't they cute?
Oh, cute bats.
Cute bats. Cute bats, Connie. Cute bats.
Have another DIY.
Okay. Now we're going to go in with splatter. I watered down my paint. And this can be as much as you want because it's spooky. Look at how much that adds to the painting. Right? And even some of those big drops, I love it. What we could even do is like put some big drops on it and let it like drip. But Wilson doesn't like drips. So we're not going to do that. I am covered in little black dress. That was some juicy paint. So now I need to dry it so that I can pick it up and show it to you. So let's dry this while we DIY. I think they turned out really cute. Do you think they should be a rice paper? Do you think this should hit my fall release? That's coming in September. Like soon. I haven't picked a date yet, but it's soon. I am almost ready for it. Oh, I didn't give them eyes. I did not give them eyes, so we're gonna give them eyes first before I flip it up. So for eyes, we just want a little watered down yellowish white. If I got any of my yellow. With a little prairie gray in it. So you don't want his eyes to be too standoutish. Well, that's gonna be too.
Bobby says amazing.
Thank you, Bobby.
Lisa says super cute. Luna says yes. I don't know what you were talking
I asked
about.
if it should be a rice paper.
Oh, and Peggy says yes, it should be a rice paper. Judy must be a yes for that, and Bobby absolutely. Okay, I think I'm caught up now.
All right.
If I missed something, sorry.
There's their little eyeballs, and then we're just gonna hit the specks of them with white.
After all that catching up, DIY.
Okay, now I can pick you up. And so you can see, look at them all covered in black paint.
It wipes off, I hear.
It does, it comes right off, Wilson, don't worry.
Peggy says yes, it should be right.
It should be. This was my plan. I wanted to paint a batty rice paper, but I didn't have time if I didn't do it with you guys. So shh, don't tell anybody.
Judy says you're doing great, DIY.
Excellent. So this will be a rice paper. Can we name this rice paper? Ready, set, go. Name my rice paper. Because that is my hardest part. I can paint them all day long, but naming them takes me forever. So give them a name. Who's out there? I like them. I like them a lot. Who is going to paint some bats? DIY. Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Where do you see that?
Larry, no, I'm naming
Oh.
them. Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Boo. LOL, Judy.
Boo. Yeah. How about Transylvania?
How about Bat Thing?
Bat thing?
Bat Thing.
I think you already have a name, Batty. I do like, you drive me batty. Excellent. Yes, Bat Crazy. Ooh, I like that one. Bat Crazy. Yeah. I think they're so cute. They might get a little tweaking before they do rice paper.
It could be Bat-esque crazy. I don't think they'd like that.
No, let's not name it that. That would be, Anissa would name something like that. Okay. They might get a little tweaking before they're a rice paper, so you might not have all the inside scoop. They might have to have a little whiskey batty.
Ooh, whiskey baddie.
Whiskey batty. Batty for whiskey.
Whiskey baddie. I like that.
Yep, they are really super cute, and they'll be a fun rice paper. So, thanks everybody for watching. Wilson and I have a little bit of work to do before we can call it a night.
Kath says amazing.
Thank you.
Happy Thursday to you.
Yes. We're gonna put some big tap on this one because I want you to see how the colors change. So this one right here that I painted already, I have some big tap, and I'll just seal half of it. I'm gonna have to get this at the gift shop soon because look at that.
Kath sprinkled, yep.
Excellent, Kath. All right, this was my thought on my drive home tonight, and I think it worked out just fine. That was my first one, and this is my second one.
Cindy says amazing.
How fun. They are fun. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, everybody, we got work to do. Thanks for watching. I will see you next Wednesday. But keep watching my post so that you know when my rice paper release is coming out, because it's coming out real soon. So,
Carol says nice.
thanks, Carol. DIY, everyone, and have a great night. Until next time, happy painting.